It's been over 200 years. Why now?
Everything happens for a reason, boss.
We have to find her.
No, we stick to the plan. We find Copley.
Shall we just leave her out in the open?
No, we're in the open. We're the ones who are exposed now.
Not like her, Booker.
Nikki.
Not like her. You can tell me you don't remember what it was like. Whoever she is, she's confused. And she's scared. And she's more alone than she has ever been in her entire life. We all remember what it was like. She needs us.
I'll handle the retrieval.
Hey, boss, come on.
If we're dreaming about her, she's dreaming about us. That makes her a beacon straight to us. Jesus. She's just a baby.
Welcome, everybody, to a special episode of Cinema Royale. I am Travis Hopson of the Punch Drunk Critics, and that clip you just heard was from The Old Guard. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I love this movie. It comes out on Netflix. Should be out on Netflix right now, actually. Stars Charlize Theron, Kiki Layne, my eternal man crush, Matthias Schoenaerts. You know that. Chiwetel Ejiofor, and it's directed by Gina Prince-Bythewood. Yeah, a lot of you readers have been on my back about this movie ever since I put up my review. You're excited for it, and you should be. You should go and check it out. I was really fortunate to be able to spend a few minutes talking with Gina Prince-Bythewood and Kiki Layne about the film, which is about a group of immortals who have been fighting the good fight for millennia. But now in the present day, they find the arrival of a new member of their group, just as their long lives are being threatened for the first time in a long time. It's a fantastic movie, and this was a really, really fun interview. I hope you'll listen to it and check it out. Here it is, my interview with Kiki Layne and Gina Prince-Bythewood for The Old Guard. I am Travis Hopson. I'm the creator of PunchDrunkCritics.com. Thanks for talking to me, both of you. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. Right.
Yeah. So The Old Guard. Gina, let's start with you. Talk to me a little bit about what attracted you to this movie. I watched it and I put up my review a few days ago, and I've been blown away by the amount of people who have been anticipating this movie. Like, the response has been wild. But talk to me a little bit about what attracted you to it, and kind of if you've been feeling the same sort of anticipation from others for the movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, foremost, thank you for your review. I read it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating thing dropping on Netflix. It's something that is my first time, certainly, and seeing the anticipation kind of, it seems like it all happened within this last week, you know, and just feeling it viscerally, which is kind of dope. And the fact that this is going to drop in 190 countries on the same day, shoot, in 12 hours? Like, it's insane to me, and I'm so curious as to what is that going to feel like, you know, to have that kind of global reach of the story that I just fell in love with. I love Greg's graphic novel. I love the script that he adapted. I love the characters and the story. It just kept surprising me, and the characters just felt so connective despite their fantastical conceit of immortality. And honestly, I felt honored to be able to bring them to life.
Kiki, talk to me about what attracted you to the film. This is a little bit different for you. It's a little bit different for both of you, but for Kiki, it's different for you as well. So talk to me a little bit about that.
I mean, I've always wanted to do something in the action genre, so it's always been, I don't know, on the bucket list of things I wanted to do in my career. But what first attracted me to the project was actually just knowing that Gina was directing it. I was having a meeting at Skydance, and just a general meeting, and they get to talking about, you know, oh, they're adapting this graphic novel, and they already have Gina attached to direct. And I'm just like, Like, I think they saw me like kind of sit up, like, what? And I went and ordered the graphic novel that night online because I'm like, I need to read this and know, like, is this something I could be in? And then once I did get to read it, I thought it was so dope to have this opportunity to get into the action genre, but be playing a character that is still so grounded and complex, which sometimes is lacking in these movies. So to be able to bring, you know, some of what people might know me for from Beale Street and Native Son, and then be now a part of telling this very physical story.
This question is for both of you, really. This movie has, one of the things I really love about it has this wonderful diversity. Just the cast is, you know, it's all over the map. It's representative of a lot of different groups. Was that something that attracted both of you to it, amongst many other things? But was that one of the things that attracted you? Gina, start with you.
Yeah, I mean, immediately, as soon as I started reading and seeing that Nile was there, that was it, like a young Black female hero. I was one of the leads. That was the first thing of like, yeah, I'm doing this. And then Joe and Nikki, this incredible couple, gay couple who are warriors and heroes. And Joe, this Middle Eastern character, to be able to, you know, put him up on screen as a hero. All these different folks who we don't always get to see ourselves as heroes, and they're all in the same film, and it felt organic and right, and felt like the world that I want to see when I look out the window. And it was within the old guard, but it was also when I started casting the rest of the parts, I knew that Niall's fellow Marines, I wanted them to be women of color. That is actually how the Marines look, but we only see one thing. We see white men, but that's not the truth. Yeah. So to be able to come at casting in every part, Chiwetel, I mean, come on. You know, to come at it with, you know, my Black female lens, I think for me, that was my superpower for this film, and in making it look the way that I think we all wanted it to feel.
Kiki, I got to ask you, I'm sure everybody's asking you about the fight scene with Charlize on the plane. I'm sure you've been asked about it like 20 times today, but I got to ask you too, because it was a great fight scene. And I want to hear from you about what it was like to have that fight scene. And Gina, I then want to hear from you about some of your influences in creating that fight scene, because I saw a lot of influences from other movies there, like a little bit of The Raid. I saw a little bit of everything up in there. Yeah. But let's start with you, Kiki. What was it like?
I mean, it was crazy. That was the first thing that we, you know, filmed. Wow. One getting thrown right into it. Right, exactly. Wow. I'm so like, this is what y'all gonna do to me? I'm left right now. But no, I don't know. I think it really was the best place to start, though, because it kind of laid the groundwork of the type of story that we were telling. We're like, yes, it's action packed and you're going to see people whooping ass. But at the same time, like, it's these very complex characters. And you see that in that fight. And you see that that's the foundation of, you know, Andy and Niall's relationship being formed there, and then what it could, you know, eventually grow into. But yeah, definitely. I mean, just all of the training and then the physical preparation was definitely very different for me. You know, being in the gym that much and, you know, working with weapons for the first time. It was crazy, but I mean, I would absolutely do it again.
Awesome. Gina?
Yeah, so I love that scene on paper. I was excited to do it. And really, there were a lot of things that I looked at, but my template, what I talked to, you know, our incredible stunt team and Danny Hernandez, our fight coordinator, I said the bathroom fight scene in MI6 is a perfect fight scene. That is what I want. He's like, Gina, they had 4 weeks to shoot that. You all have 4 days. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. We're going to go for it. I want that. But what was so dope about it is it told a story. It had a great beginning, middle, and end. It was so character driven. And so that's where we started with the scene. What is the story of the scene? What is it going to reveal about character? And, you know, one of my favorite moments in it is, you know, Niall getting so frustrated and trying to rely on her Marine training and that specific martial arts that they were trained. And then growing so frustrated, she can't even touch Andy, that she throws that training out and just starts throwing, you know, wild shots, but she connects. she gets a shot in on Andy, which shocks Andy, but the swagger then that Niall, that walk towards her, that Kiki does, is just dope. And so to be able to have those character moments within an action scene, that was just exciting to be able to bring that to, honestly, to all of them.
I only got a few seconds left here. I got to ask, what's the potential for a sequel on this? I know it hasn't come out yet, but like I said, people are waiting for this movie. What's the potential? Would you both be interested? Because I'd love to see you two come back.
Definitely interested. Everybody just got to watch it.
It's up to the audience what they want to see. So we're hoping that they dig it and that they watch it again and again and again and again.
All right. Well, I'm thinking that they will. Thank you both for this, for taking a few minutes with me. I love the Old Guard. I wish you both the best of luck with it. And thanks again.
No, thank you very much. Great to meet you.
Thanks. You too. Goodbye. Have a good day. Stay safe.
You too.
All right. That was my interview with Gina Prince-Bythewood and Kiki Layne for The Old Guard. It is out on Netflix right now. You should all, I would say run and go see it. Hop onto your couch and go see it. It's on Netflix right now. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. Check out me at punchdrunkcritics.com and, of course, here on Cinema Royale. Thanks. Bye.